Hello there. This is the first part of After Effects. I just want to open After Effects. If you've never been in it, it can be kind of overwhelming. I want to open it just to show you guys around and make sure you know where things are. So I'm going to open After Effects, which is the little purple button with A and E, which is After Effects. It'll take it a couple seconds to load. I will say, depending on how fast your computer can process After Effects, because of what it can do, once you guys start building these files, they may be kind of big. So if After Effects runs a little slow, that's okay. Yeah, I want to say disk cache 1 per session, just to make sure got that going on there. And this is telling me, welcome back to After Effects. I've got all these options. This is what your screen looks like. If you have previously opened documents, they will be down here. What you need to do, anytime you're working in After Effects, you are going to work in what's called a project, okay? So you're going to go to New Project, and that is going to bring you to the After Effects interface, okay? I've got my project panel. That's going to be very, very important. So project panel is here. And then at the bottom, this is my timeline. This is where all the magic is going to happen. And then over here, you'll have some extra settings. And depending on what we're doing, this area may change. This is my standard After Effects workspace. You guys notice up here is standard. You have different areas, different work areas. But what I want to do now is select and create a new composition. All right, you can name your comp. Right now I'm just going to keep it as comp 1. You always want to label your comps because here's the thing. After Effects works in projects. So the project is your single file that everything is housed in. But it's possible to have multiple comps within a project. Okay, so the hierarchy of that is the project. That's our main file. And we may have multiple compositions within that project. Okay, this is my composition settings. A couple of things to pay attention to. You have some presets here. This is going to be your screen size. You'll notice it has any kind of screen you can think of listed as a preset. So if you know what you're going to be playing this on, you can go ahead and select this at the beginning to make sure that you have your best output settings. Okay, we are just going to stick for this. We're just going to stick with this HDTV setting. Okay, you guys will notice the width is 1920 pixels because we're on a screen, we're on a monitor, we're in pixels now, right? And our height is going to be 1080. Square pixels are fine. Frame rates, frames per second default is 29.97 FPS, frames per second. 29.7 is fine. Usually it's 29 or 30. 29.97 will be fine. Resolution, we're going to go full resolution. Start code. So this is very important. Your comp, if you know that you want it to be, or if you want to start with a certain duration, here we have this is our timing. Okay, so this is seconds, minutes, hours, and so on. Okay, so I'm actually going to create a comp that is 5 seconds, which seems kind of short, but my comp is going to be 5 seconds. My background color, a black background is fine. You can actually change your background color at any time. I'll show you how to edit that. But you always want to know, you can either start with like a white or a black background. So for right now, I'm going to keep my background black. Okay, I'm going to say OK. And you guys will notice here in my project panel, it added my comp. All right. So anything that you import, if you import a video, if you import sound, you import an image, that will wind up in the project panel. So this holds all of your assets for your project, okay? You don't see those assets until you drag them into the space here, which is your timeline, all right? So we have a comp. This over here, this is your composition area. This is our comp window. All right, so this is essentially, this is our stage. So this is anything visual that we create. This is what we'll see when we export this. This is what our video will look like. All right, so this is where all the magic happens. This is where you store your files. This is where we'll bring things in. Okay, up here at the top in your toolbar, you have a couple of different things which we'll talk about as they arise, but this is our main toolbar. Um, Something else that's going to be very important is the menu. Okay, After Effects menu. So we see options for edit, composition, which gives us a ton of settings, layers. We also have layers that we'll be working with. Effects, lots of stuff there. Animation, things related to keyframes, which we'll chat about. But I just wanted to go ahead and show you the workspace itself. Okay, so this is project panel, files are stored. This is our composition window, so whatever comp we have open, this is where we'll be animating. And at the bottom, this is our timeline where we'll start to bring in content to add motion and to animate. All right.